Hello, today I'll be showing you how to navigate Teams, both through the online version and the app version, and how to check for student progress using the Assignments tab. The first step is to access your child's Microsoft Teams. You can go one or two ways. On Microsoft Chrome or Microsoft Edge, the most updated version, you can click on or enter teams.microsoft.com. You'll be prompted to enter your student's credentials. And once you log in, you will receive this window. It is preferred that you use the Windows app, which looks like this once you download it. But in this case, I'll be showing you what the web app looks like. Once you log in, you'll be able to see all the student teams. In this case, these are my teams, so I have a lot more than what the students have. A student team either has 6 or 7 classes, depending on the student schedule. In this case, Enrico can participate on class discussions, join virtual meetings, ask questions, and turn in his work all in one place. If you don't see the full list of classes, make sure to reach out to your homeroom teacher. In this case, Enrico will click on his physical science classroom. And now, under the general chat, he is able to see a few posts that the teacher has entered. This is the post tab where students can read messages and announcements from their teachers, view files, and join discussions if their teacher has allowed that option. In this case, all teachers have posted assignments on the General Post tab. You could also see how 5 students have replied to this particular announcement on Teams. Students interact with each other and their teacher by replying to a discussion post, liking a message, and asking questions. Plus, they can also express themselves with stickers, emojis, and GIFs. As you can see, Enrico is now responding or actually asking a question on this post. When you click on calendar, you should see all his classes that he is currently enrolled in and what time they meet. In the physical science lab, you have the join option in this case. Students can adjust their audio and video settings before joining the meeting. In this case, he's muted on his microphone and his camera is turned off. Once he logs into his class, the teacher is able to show what's on her screen and teach virtually. Students can join meetings as attendees, which means that their teacher has control over who is presenting and speaking. So now I'm going to show you what the chat option looks like. Students can use the meeting chat to ask questions or contribute to the class discussion. After class is over, students can end the call by clicking on the End Call button. Once the meeting ends, your student will be able to reference recordings, class discussions, and files shared again in the meeting's chat or channel. Again, that would be general posts. This means that students who are not able to attend have a chance to review. Students can track their upcoming due dates and turn in work from the Assignments tab. I'll now click on the Assignments tab. By clicking on an assignment, students can view the instructions, due date, and grading rubric if one is attached. I'm going to show you this first assignment on bioluminescence group project. It also shows the amount of work he's already submitted with a check mark that shows his completion. In this case, he has 4 assignments that have not been turned in, and each assignment is worth 100 points. If there is a rubric, the teacher has inserted it, and you may view it by clicking on the standard grading rubric. It will open a screen and it will show you how the work is graded. Students with language or accessibility challenges can also read assignment instructions using the Immersive Reader function. So in this case, this is a description of the assignment that is due. The Immersive Reader launches automatically and gives students the opportunity to hear text out loud, adjust the speed of the reader, and change the appearance of the text. Text size can also be changed by toggling on the text size. Immersive Reader empowers students with reading and learning differences such as dyslexia or visual impairments to change the appearance of written text with different spacing and backgrounds. Increase spacing by clicking on this toggle. As you can see, it was spaced out. You could also change the theme to dark, so that way it is easier to read for some students. And there is a grammar option. It can break down words into syllables and highlight parts of speech. So in this case, syllables has been turned on and the words were broken into syllables. You can also highlight or toggle on by toggling on nouns or any of the other parts of speech. Those are all the nouns because that was toggled. Then click on Reading Preferences, which is a little open book here. So it can help you with reading. In the Line Focus feature, select the Line Focus toggle, and you will see that each line is now isolated so that it's easier for students to read. You can also isolate it in groups of 3 lines or 5 lines. The Immersive Reader also provides real-time translation in more than 67 languages. Under Translate, I'm going to show you how to translate this instructions in French. But of course, if you need to translate it to a different language, just select the drop-down arrow and click Spanish if it's for Spanish speakers, and that way parents can know what the Spanish translation of this looks like. In this case, the entire document was translated to French. With Picture Dictionary, students can click on a word to see a related picture and hear the word read out loud as many times as necessary. This helps build confidence with emerging readers. To use Picture Dictionary feature, select the words ocean. And once you click on the word ocean, you will see that a picture pops up. You could also press play to hear the text read out loud while following along with the reader. Immersive Reader is built in many other Microsoft Education apps too. Now it's time to turn in this assignment. It looks like his teacher has attached the resource. He can open it later by clicking on the document. To attach work to turn in, select Add Work by clicking on the plus sign. Enrique stores his homework files in his OneDrive, but you can access it on the desktop or wherever the student saves his or her work. Once the assignment has been selected, you click on Attach. And now this Enrico is now ready to turn it in by clicking on Turn it in. Students will be notified when their teachers have reviewed and returned their work. Assignments allow students to submit revisions of their assignments after incorporating feedback from their teachers. Students receive points and feedback when assignments are returned. In that case, the teacher needs to give that option when prompted. In this case, Enrico received this feedback. Enrico, you should be proud of yourself. Excellent job. And he also earned 94 out of 100 points. I will skip the class notebook for now because that is a feature that not all teachers are using. But to check for student progress, click on assignments and you should see all the assignments that are pending with all the assignments that are complete with a check mark. This is the best way to check for student progress to make sure that the student is completing daily work on time.